Thanks, Paul. Everybody see me? Everybody good? So happy Saturday, everybody. Obviously, it's a great day for the Cats. The West was won, which is awesome on the football side of things. I kind of got wind of that before the game. Once those early window games, I knew that was a clinch. So I was fired up for Fitz and the guys. What an amazing accomplishment. And it's been really fun watching them. And then really proud of how we came out tonight and played. Obviously, there's mistakes. It's early in the season. There's a lot of things we got to improve. But I thought it was one of those games, too, where our firepower offensively was just able to wear them down. You know, I think we could have done a lot of better things defensively. Give Chicago State credit. You know, I thought they spread us. They tried to drive us. Their guards played really freely. You know, they took a lot of shots, and because of that, they made some shots. But I thought our ability to just keep putting pressure on them, pushing the ball, spreading the wealth around, 5 or 6 guys in double figures, 28 assists again on 36, 28 assists on 36 made field goals, which was really good. And, you know, it's just a good week overall. You know, we really wanted, we were down. We lost some games early in the year. It was a really important week for us to come out and play some games, see some other faces, and hopefully continue to get better. You know, we got our ACC Challenge game coming up. So, you know, I know our guys are really excited about that opportunity to play Pitt on Wednesday night.
First question for Leah.
Hi, Coach. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
You've talked a little bit about how there are more than 5 players on this roster who can be starters. And in the first couple games, we've really seen a lot of people be major difference makers. So what does that mean to you as a coach, and how important is that depth, especially looking into that Big Ten schedule you have ahead? Yeah,
it's huge because, you know, the more depth and the more players, confident players you have out there, the better chance you have to be successful. And, you know, I've been saying that. I just think with the additions and the improvement, you know, the improvement of the returners, and then the additions of Ty and Chase and Anthony coming back, you know, that's 3 guys that are really good players, and they can all, like you saw even with Ty, I mean, he really struggled in the first half. And in the second half, he missed, I think, his first shot. And then I thought he passed 2 wide open looks up. And I said to him, I said, well, you're going to stop shooting now just because you missed a few? And he said, I got the next one. And he made his next 5 shots. So, you know, Robbie gets 19 tonight. I mean, you know, we didn't need, you know, Miller was so efficient, you know, for him to get 16 points on 5 shots and just kind of do his thing. I thought Pete was aggressive down low. So to your point, I mean, I just think we're the kind of team, guys, we don't have like that one guy that we're counting on to get 25 a night. You know, I think we have a lot of different guys on a given night that can give us production, and hopefully that can work in our favor as we move on in the season.
Next question for Louie.
Hey, Coach, congratulations on the win. 111 points tonight. You mentioned you really wanted to get out and run. Is this the tempo you want to play? I mean, did you feel comfortable at that? Is this where you think you guys can play this year?
I do. I mean, I want to play faster, you know, and we know coming into the league and things of that nature, you know, teams do a good job of slowing you up and transition a little bit. But I just feel we're going to be at our best, you know, if we can get out. You know, we have a lot of skill guys. I think we can spread the floor. You know, I think it's the second game in a row we had over double-figure threes. I'm not sure how many games last year we had double-figure threes. Not many. But, you know, 2 games in a row now. And I didn't even think 11 for 24, and I didn't even think we shot it that great, to be honest. But, you know, I want to be able to get out and run. I want to be able to score points. I think this is a team, we are going to shoot a lot of threes. That's just kind of how we're built with this group. You know, I think as you see, like Ryan Young, once we play more conventional teams, you'll see Ryan Young is hard. They're playing 5 guards a lot. They're really spreading the floor. And I thought he was effective when he was in there, but he's going to be much more effective when you play against more conventional big guys. And I really think right now, we have 9 deep, and I'm comfortable putting all those guys in the game. I mean, quietly, Ryan Greer's been really good. You know, I know his points and all that, you know, but he's a much improved player. And I feel like when he's in, we're organized. He brings a toughness. He gets us into our stuff. He gets the ball to the right spots. And it allows us to kind of, when we can use our bench, you can stay at a fast pace. And that's certainly what we've practiced all off season and what we want to take into for the rest of the season. That's how we want to play.
Next question for Patrick.
Patrick Andrus from the Daily Northwestern. Congratulations on the win. I just wanted to ask you, so your team has played Chicago State several times in your tenure. Chicago State, I think they're playing Loyola later this week. Loyola is playing Illinois, Chicago. The pandemic's kind of forced a more kind of regional brand of scheduling. Is the Chicago metro area teams playing each other more frequently? Is that something you would like to see in the future?
Yeah, I mean, scheduling is a really tough dynamic, guys, and really for us, the way you look at it in a normal year right now, we have 20 league games. And in a normal season, you have the ability, to then fill your non-conference. We've added 2 league games in the past couple of years, so we're going to stay at 20. We're always going to have an ACC challenge game, so that's going to be another high major opponent. Other than this year, because we couldn't go, but we're scheduled over the next 4 years to play in high level Thanksgiving tournaments. Next year we're going to be in Brooklyn with some of the biggest name programs where we're going to have 2 other really high major opponents. So right there, that's 23 high major games right off the bat. We have a home and home with DePaul. We play DePaul every year. We weren't able to get that game because of the COVID situation. We'll get back going with that. There you go, 20. So now all of a sudden, you start to run out the schedule kind of a lot of years, we have the Big East, Big Ten, the Gavitt games. So that's another game that's given to us that we don't get to schedule. So, with what we have left, we're always judging around the Christmas holiday. We're judging, we're working around finals exam weeks, which is, as you guys know, as students, is very taxing at Northwestern. So I would love to be able to play all those teams, but in a lot of years, it's just not feasible with the way our schedule is mapped out. But we've played Chicago State a bunch. We've played UIC a couple times in my tenure early on. Loyola obviously is a great program. Porter's a great friend. I would love at some point to revisit that if that can happen. And obviously this year we're playing SIU Edwardsville, another in-state opponent, next week. So yeah, I mean, I think it's a good thing in theory, but for us it becomes really hard to schedule because of what's already put out for us by our conference heading into the season.
Last call for questions. All right. I think we're good. Thanks, Coach.
Awesome, guys.
Appreciate your time.
Yeah. Enjoy your weekend, guys. Be good.
For Leah.
Hi, Robbie. Congrats on the win. A big question kind of heading into this season for you all kind of seemed to be whether there was going to be like one clear leading scorer on this team, or how you all were going to kind of approach that divide, and whether there was going to be like a clear leader. Have you, in these first couple games, it really seems like you guys have kind of been sharing the wealth, and a lot of players have had big games. Do you feel like there's one clear player that you all are turning to kind of get you jump started, or is it more of a collective approach?
I definitely think it's a collective approach. I think everybody does a good job in practice, kind of like you said, sharing the wealth. And once we kind of have that, and there's not like the one guy that everybody needs to key into, I think that makes us a pretty difficult matchup to match up against. Like, who are you going to scout? But I mean, for example, tonight, I think everybody shot pretty efficiently. Miller 4 for 5, 3 from 3, 3 for 3 from 3. So. Obviously, we relied on him heavily in last year. This year, I think we have a more balanced load, and then whoever night is going, we're making a collective effort to find them. Oh, shout out to the Big Ten West champs, by the way. I just found that out, so that's huge for a football team.
Uh,
Am I next?
yeah, sorry. I got booted from the call, but you were next, Louis. Thanks.
Okay. Hey, Robbie, congratulations on the win. This is similar to last question, but you guys finished last in the Big Ten in scoring last year, and through 2 games, you got 92, and tonight 111 points. Obviously, this isn't Big Ten competition, but what do you feel is the difference between last year to this year so far?
I think just making that one more. I think coach talks about it a lot in practice, giving up a good shot to get a great shot. I think that we have from top down, everybody can space the floor, everybody can shoot at a high clip. And like I said, I think that makes us pretty dangerous to scout against.
Any other questions for Robbie? All right. I think we're good. Thank you, Robbie, for your time.
Thank you, guys. Go Cats.
First question for Leah.
Hi, Ty. So these past couple games, your first half versus your second half has been a little different. After not scoring this first half, you had a great second half. What has been the shift for you at halftime? Has there been anything your coaches have said to you, or more something you've kind of said to yourself?
I mean, the coaches and my teammates do a good job of if I miss a shot, they just keep telling me to keep shooting, and they're gonna find me. So just give credit to them for always keeping my head up and just to keep shooting.
Next question for Louis.
Hey, Ty, congratulations on the win. Leah just kind of stole my question, but I'll ask a little bit of different one. So what do you feel like your role is on this team? Obviously, you guys got a lot of guys that can do a lot of different things. Where do you see your niche moving forward?
I mean, we have a lot of great guys on our team, a lot of great players, and so I see myself as just every time I come on the floor to just bring as much energy as I possibly can on the defense and on the defensive end and the offensive end, and just to just go as hard as I possibly can and to get my teammates involved and always try to make the extra pass if I can, because if after one person gets a bucket and then another person gets a bucket, it gets contagious, and it's really hard to guard after
that. Next question for Patrick.
Hi, Ty. Congrats on the win. So you and Chase Hadij have been the two strongest newcomers. Chase had 24 points, and you had 14 points. But he's obviously a transfer, and you're a freshman. How do you think? Like how to? Yeah, I'm stumbling over my words here, but how do you think you two? What have your impressions of him been so far, and how do you think you two will mesh as scores as the season goes on?
I mean, Chase is a great player, and I think he brings a lot of energy and a lot of different options to our table as well. And I mean, we just try to do the best we can of coming in and just playing hard and bringing energy and trying to get buckets for our team.
Any final questions for Ty? All right. Thank you, everyone. Thanks, Ty. Appreciate your time.
Appreciate you guys.